I was very excited to see Moana, and when I went to see it in theaters, I left incredibly disappointed and angry. And I didn't really understand why, because it seemed to hit a lot of buttons. Not buttons, but, a lot of check marks that I wanted in a good movie. But no, it was something about it made me angry. And today, after seeing it again, I think I came up with why. And I think it is I hate Maui. I shall explain. I was hoping for a game changer, like Zootopia. A movie that, was more than just, its flat idea of, oh yeah, animals wearing suits and driving cars. It had an actual story and mystery to it, with characters that really tried their best and tried their worst. Ah, it was such a well-directed movie. And I wanted a musical like Frozen, where the song was the expression of the soul and actually made the story go by faster and got caught in your head in a good way. What I can say about Moana is the music is great. Lin-Manuel Miranda, you are still a great composer. I'm happy Disney caught you up, and I hope whatever next movie they make up, I hope you are behind it. I know you're going to do the Mary Poppins movie, but stick to animation. Animation is fun. But yes, the music made me very proud. Like, wow. Honestly, You're Welcome is my new Let It Go. I replay that song in my head. I know it word by word. It's so catchy. It's a great song. It was a great animation sequence, too. God, it was great to look at. But it brings me to the problem of where I didn't like the story. I mean, the music and the story went very well together, but the story had its bumps. I mean, a girl going on an adventure is cool, it's fun. Moana's responsible and she's energetic and cute. God, I think if she and the Little Mermaid had met, they'd be totally best friends. I mean, they have different priorities, but yeah, I think they would hang out together and talk about their problems and go on fun adventures and like sunken ships and islands and all that. I think they'd be friends. But the thing about Moana is, where she was strongest was the scenes where she was absolutely alone. I wasn't honestly crazy about her song because it reminded me too much of Mulan's song and it wasn't like an original, but Moana herself, how she solved problems, how she talked to herself, how, just little things she did. She was funny and very genuine and cute. And so yeah, Moana, I have no problems with you, okay? You solved all your own problems. And you were good at it, and you were still really cute and sweet. But I think they should have left her alone, like Alice going through Wonderland. Let her take care of herself and be her own lead, while she makes all her little magical friends. God, like that beginning scene where she was a baby hanging out with the ocean, that was absolutely stunning. My God. The interaction, it was original and imaginative, it was amazing. I wanted more of the ocean. I wanted the ocean to be her buddy, to be the person she talked to, and give silent little remarks with, its magical morphing powers. That would have been fun. That would have been more interesting. That would have been better than Maui. I did not like Maui. I did not think he was funny. I did not think he was charming. He was absolutely not helpful. In fact, he was a huge, block of just a problem with her for the whole movie. Like, no, he was obnoxious. I did not like him. I honestly got really pissed off in the theater when he had that little, girls can't sail bit. Like, Disney, don't pander to your critics. God, you don't have to say princesses are lame to make other girls cool. You don't have to. Just make girls cool. God, like the whole movie, he was just one big nuisance. Like, he did not help at all. God, and he was, not a funny sarcastic. I mean, if you want a sarcastic jerk that you can kind of grow to like, you got Nick Wilde from Zootopia, you got Flynn Rider from Tangled, but those guys had chemistry with their leading ladies. And yes, you kind of got hints that they were hitting on them, whereas Maui just saw Moana as a child, and that part was fine. But he was just a huge roadblock. Like, if you realize, if you take him out of the movie, Moana can still do all the same stuff, just without his annoying little feeling sorry for himself moments. She can do all of the same stuff. Like, okay, she did not know how to sail on the island. Alright, she would just go through the island and try to figure it out on her own. And I think she was doing it pretty good. She made it all the way to the end of the hook, slowly. There were a lot of panicky moments, but those were exciting. Okay? She could run into those coconut pirates and do the same thing. Get out without anyone's help. She could meet the giant crab dude without anybody's help. Okay, she really did not need Maui for anything. Honestly, if I could control this movie, I would have it where after, the whole "You're welcome" number, which is still my favorite number, after that, when she like steals her boat back and he refuses to help her, she like tries to grab him and his like magic tattoo just kind of jumps on her because it's like, I'm tired of Maui being mean to me. And like she runs off with a tattoo and it's like, okay, I kind of got Maui to bring to Tafiti. Maybe she'll be okay with this. Be reminded, yeah, Maui's being punished for being such a selfish asshole. They never explained it. Okay, they said giving him the stone would make people love him, but in his song, he gave them fire and all that. Dude, you didn't have to take the stone. Yes, that was the plot, but really, Maui, I just didn't like you. Dwayne Johnson, you're pretty charming in actual movies. I don't care about action, but that one where you were a dad taking care of a little girl, that was sweet. But no, Maui was just aggravating. God, I kept thinking back to the studio, like, Ghibli movie, Porco Rosso from 1992, where, the main lead dude, he was a pilot, and his plane was absolutely kaput, so he goes to an old mechanic friend. The mechanic is out of work, so his granddaughter's in charge now, and his granddaughter's a good mechanic. And Porco Rosso, without denying it, like, she accuses him, and he absolutely does not deny, yeah, you're young, you're female, I don't believe in you. So she gives him the option, I'll fix your plane, and if you don't like the end, you can have it back for free. He's like, okay. And yeah, she proved herself. She was on her own terms making the deal, and, he was savvy enough to just go with it. And yeah, he learned his lesson about respecting women, and he made a genuine friend. Maui Moana, I didn't get that. I just thought of him as like this annoying, whining leech. Like he's the kid in the back of the car saying, are we there yet? No, like all the things Moana did in the movie, she did by herself. So really, he did not need to be there. God, Disney, you want to make a good movie? Don't force some dude lead on it just because you want to seem gender neutral. Men can appreciate a female lead. If you've heard of The Legend of Korra, men appreciate her because she's a great action hero. She's a great avatar. You appreciate her struggle. You could appreciate Moana in the same way if she was just left by herself. Yes, Korra had friends to help her along her way, but at the end, she was the chosen one having to save her own story, and Moana could have been that chosen one. But no, I do not actually enjoy watching this movie because the Maui bits are just the whole middle and they suck. The ending, where Moana saves the day by meeting Tafiti, that was amazing. That was beautiful. That was great. Like the very beginning of this movie and the very end of this movie are wonderful to me. I just hate Maui. Like, God, I really hate Maui. I wanted to be happy that Disney had a big tattooed character in their movie to show, hey, people with tattoos aren't all criminals. But I didn't get that, and that made me really sad. Also, it bugs me a little bit that Moana didn't have a single tattoo on her body. Like, tattoos are part of her culture. Almost everyone she knows has one. I don't see why a girl can't, like, be a good person and have a tattoo. And at least if she didn't want one, could that be, like, spoken up so you know you have a choice to get them and you're not a total loser for not having one? Yes, I know I said I wanted the little Maui to be on her, but it's like, I want little mini Maui because, he was traditionally animated and he was super charming because he just, like, did cute little things and went all over the body. That part was really imaginative and cute, but no, I just don't like Big Maui. Not at all. I love his song, but I don't like him as a character. Kind of wish he would just poke in, like, one time, kind of like, the caterpillar of Alice in Wonderland. But no, for the whole movie, no. So that is why I cannot say I enjoy Moana. Honestly, Moana has a lot more going for it than Frozen because Frozen I hated a lot more characters than just one. Also, I had a small issue where I thought the dad just hating boats was kind of a forced character plot. But he could just be the most stubborn man in the world. So, yeah. But other than that, Moana has a lot of great and beautiful things about it. I just hate Maui. I like Moana as a movie and as a character. I just really hate Maui. And if you cannot tolerate obnoxious characters, then I don't think you can tolerate Maui. So yeah, that's my review. Watch Moana because it's beautiful to look at, the songs are great, and the leading lady is very charming. And she has a lovely singing voice, like, wow. I've never heard of this actress before, but damn, lovely, absolutely lovely. So many lovely things about this movie, but Maui, no, no, bad Maui. God, Disney, fix your character problems. You can have a strong female character. You don't need a dude to sell her. You don't. Romantic, friendship, villain. Ooh, when was the last time we had a good villain take up half the plot? Tamatoa was fun because they had a fun song, but God, just a girl and her bad guy, fighting, good versus evil, old-fashioned fun. Think about that, Disney, when you're coming up with your new fairy tale. I don't know how many are listed in the Grimm's, big collection of books, but make that. Thank you for watching my crazy review. Please subscribe.